Hi, good morning. This is Miss JJ Diamond, Private Friend Incorporated, Jacqueline Richardson, Jackie, Deja, whatever y'all call me. Today is November 1st, 1st of November. We're close to Christmas and Thanksgiving. I'm more excited for Christmas. Christmas is more my thing. I hate standing in the kitchen cooking up food. It wears me out. But, I accept it for my family because I love my family. Today, I want to talk about robbery and home invasion. But before I get into that, I want to tell y'all to check out Bath and Body Works. They have some great sales going on right now. A lot of seasonal products, meaning Thanksgiving, Christmas products, home sprays, plug-ins, candles. These are the things that we get around this time. Y'all check them out. I have a video on YouTube under Miss JJ Diamond, Egypt Carter and Miss JJ Diamond Vlog Show with our experience of going to Bath and Body Works. And they also have wonderful fragrances, y'all. So y'all can always take care of y'all body at Bath and Body Works. They have male fragrances now. Oh my gosh. Y'all watch the video, okay? It's on YouTube. Just Google Bath and Body Works Miss JJ Diamond in Egypt Carter Vlog Show. And it should come up and y'all be able to check out my views of the new Into the Night and the male fragrances. But today, I want to talk about robbery and home invasions. I've seen a story regarding a young 15-year-old child having to save his sister, and he lost his life. And I feel some kind of way about that. They call him a hero, and he is. However, he's too young to be a hero. He shouldn't have to save his sister with losing his life. And I'm not blaming the parents. I'm not. So don't misunderstand me here, guys. Granted, we're in a different time now, and back when a lot of us were coming up, our parents left us alone, and we didn't have to worry about someone coming into our homes trying to rob us. But this is what the world has turned into now, okay? People are on drugs. They want to get their high. People may have to take care of their families and can't get jobs. So they do whatever possible to get what's needed for their families. This is just what the world has come to. And we have to prepare for things like this on a daily basis. Granted, yes, we don't want to live our lives where we're scared to do everything and anything. However, we just have to be safe doing it. And that's the key. Safety first. Okay? I had a job, well, most jobs, but this one particular job, I've always been about safety first, especially with the jobs that I've had, because I've always had jobs where I was either on a road or just doing a lot of traveling, okay? So safety was a big part. Like some people that work in warehouses, a lot of people get hurt up in there. And they have, when you walk through the door, safety first. Because safety is a big key with anything that you do. You have to analyze the way you do things. You can't just do it and run off. And that's what life itself. it just hurts me so bad. My heart hurts so bad when I think about this 15-year-old kid fighting for his life to protect another life. Okay? It's not the same concept of what I went through, okay, coming up, because my brother lost his life, and by him losing his life, it saved me. Okay, but my brother was younger than me, and there was some sick people around us. I don't know if y'all read my story in Woo to Survive and Thrive. But to me, he was sacrificed for someone else, and that's the way I feel about my little brother as well, because if he didn't die, I would have never got help or got saved. I might have died as well. But death turns things around, people. But we're trying to prevent death. I'm pro-life, okay? And when I say I'm pro-life, not just with abortion, with the safety of how we live, okay? I'm going to give y'all a few tips about home invasions and robberies. I've been robbed like 20-something years ago. And it was like the worst thing in my life because I was angry about the stuff that they took, but more so they went through my privacy. Your home is your private sanctuary, okay? When somebody comes in and invade that, it's like it takes something from you. You lose something, And then on top of it, I couldn't imagine being the parents of this kid. Not only did they come in and rob them, and they took away a life. Okay? Now, I'm just asking parents out here, and, they say that you can't be a parent if you fear life, because when God appoints us to these children, they always say children are a blessing, and they are, because God has given us the power to create that child. However, you have to protect that child any means necessary. And it means if you have to work, and I'm going to tell you a story. I would never tell you to do something that I've never done. Okay? My son, my oldest son, Nate Heights, he had to start cooking early because I couldn't get home fast enough to make dinner. And my poor baby used to starve. And I'm out here trying to make sure that he's living in a good environment and he is safe in a good environment. And I couldn't even feed my kid because I was working 70 hours. And at the time, I was a single mom, but, I had to do what I had to do. So he had to learn how to cook early. I would call a pizza place up, and I'd say to them, hey, can you send a pizza over to this address? My son will come to the door and get the pizza. And they said, well, Miss Richardson, we're going to do this for you, but we can't do it but so much because... Anyway, the pizza guy said to me, Ms. Richardson, we can't keep doing it because you're not signing the paper and we can get in trouble. So I'm like, okay. So I had to teach my son how to cook because it was either I give up my job and we have nothing, or he starves. So I had to get more jobs so I can get a nanny. People say, oh, she just want to live this certain lifestyle. No, I want to protect my children. I work 3 jobs, to protect my children, to protect their well-beings. If anybody was going to be sacrificed, it was going to be me because I asked God for these children, not my children having to sacrifice. Okay? Granted, yeah, we teach them how to care for themselves, but with the the same in the same thoughts. We can't put more on them than they're supposed to have on them. Okay? I'm the one that sacrificed and got up every day to go out there to work. So I have to sacrifice enough to make sure that they're safe while I'm out there. So enough of that part. That's just me. Okay? When I got robbed, they pooped in my toilet, stole all my seasonings, went through my underwear drawer. To this day, I have a bitterness. Because if I ever see that person or find out who robbed my home and went through my panty drawer, they have a problem with me. And it's been 20-something years later. You have invaded my privacy to the fullest extent. Okay? So now, I want to just give y'all some tips, because when I had my last house, we had ADT, and it worked well. We had a 3-story townhome, and I loved it. And I'm going to tell you why, because I'm one that set up my whole house for a home invasion or a robbery. Okay? Now, one of the reasons why I got robbed 20 years ago is because they watched my pattern. Okay, and that's something that I want y'all to understand. You can't do the same things every day the same way. Because when someone is going to do a home invasion or a robbery, that means they are watching you. Okay, people don't just walk on a block and pick a house and rob them. It don't work that way. They've been watching you for days, maybe even weeks, maybe even months. So you got to pay attention to your surroundings. That's key one, okay? You see a new face, a new car. Does that person live in my community? Where do they live? Why are they there? Okay? Being involved in your community also helps because that allows other people to watch your property. Okay? Now, when I got my 3-story townhome, I had ADT. And even if, a long time ago, back when they used to rob homes, a lot of them would cut the alarm systems. Well, some of the alarm systems today can't be just cut because things are done by satellite and wireless. Okay, so I'm thankful. I'm one of the thankful people, so they're going to get a signal if somebody tried to cut my stuff, okay? And they have people monitoring these things. And it works, because there's times that I had my ADT on and my grandson will try to open up the window and ADT would be calling me on the phone, okay? And I'm at work and I'm like, he did what? He opened up the window. Yeah, well, one of the windows is open. And can you let us know that everything is okay? So now they got cameras. Okay, they have upgraded so much since then. So now they got cameras where you can even look into your own house while you're not even there if something was done. Okay, the windows was open, the doors was open, whatever the case may be. They can look into your house. You can look into your house on your phone. Okay. They also have CPI. It's a lot of companies out here, people. And I know that some of these things are expensive. But you got to look at the loss of a loved one or the things that you're going to lose versus how much you're going to pay. Okay, follow me now. If you paying ADT for, I would say maybe $100 a month, and it's really not in your budget, there's some things that you may have to take out of your budget just to get it because it's needed. Okay, the safety is needed. And you got to think how it's going to benefit you. It's going to benefit your family. It's going to benefit the things that you own. And you have to sit down and put the numbers together. Even if you got to give up, if you bought a case of beer every Friday, and this is just hypothetically speaking, you bought a case of beer every Friday, and that case of beer, say, costs $25, okay? Instead of buying a case of beer every Friday, buy it every other Friday, so that $50 can go to your ADT, okay? Try to find a way where you can budget for your safety. Now, a person like me, since I've been robbed, I got all points of contact up in my house. So if somebody walk up in here, I got something somewhere to fight back. And believe me, they're going to leave with some type of injury from me. Okay? And I suggest you do the same. I mean, it's sad that you got to live this way, but this is what America has came to. You know? I teach my kids as well. You know, it's sad that I got to teach a 10-year-old how to protect herself and murder if necessary. But this is what our world has come to. So we have to be ready, people. Yeah, you don't want to live your life uptight. You don't want to feel like you always got to lock up every door. But these people are crazy. They're on drugs. They're sick. And they will do anything to get what they want. You know, some people have guns. And some people don't want to buy guns because they're afraid of what their kids may get into or get a hold of. And it's understandable. So you have to find other ways to protect your family. But you need to work on it ASAP, because I don't want to hear another family going through death because their home was robbed or invaded. I don't want to hear about that no more. You know, and I believe a lot of other people don't want to hear about it anymore. It's a sad ordeal. Now, I want to tell y'all about Alexa. Okay? Alexa also has a powerful gift of home protection. She wants to talk to me, y'all, because I mentioned her name. Y'all know how she do. She also has a home protection device in her where she can make your lights blink. She can put a dog in the house, not literally. If there's too much movement, and she will notify you. That's the good thing about it. She will notify you on your phone when you're somewhere else. That is movement in your house when it wasn't supposed to be. How wonderful is that, y'all? So, if you can't afford to get ADT right now, Alexa's not that expensive, y'all. Invest in your safety. Okay? Alexa also has another great feature. And that feature is if you... Oh, here she goes. She's still... Every time I say her name, she's on it. She also has another great feature. And that feature is to let you know when your packages have arrived. The holiday is coming, people. And during that time, people will stake out these packages and get them. Okay? So, if you know you ordered something and you did it with Amazon, that's the key. Amazon. Okay? Amazon has built a business that is unbelievable, guys, you know. And they protect their customers. And not only do they protect their customers, they give back to the charities that help their customers. Okay, and I'll talk about that a little bit later at the end of this podcast. However, we're going to get back to Alexa protecting our packages. Now, if you order from...
I don't know that one.
She's acting a little crazy right now, y'all. She cracks me up sometimes, but gotta love her. If you order from Amazon and your package is on its way, when your package is delivered, Alexa's going to let you know. She's going to let you know while you're in the home, and she's going to let you know while you're outside the home that your package has been delivered. So if you know that you have ordered something and it came early, call your neighbor. And see, this is why y'all got to start being community people, Call your neighbor and say, hey, are you home? My package just been delivered. Can you run past my house and pick that up for me and I'll get it when I come home? Neighbors and communities, they'll do it for you if you're nice. And see, this is the other thing. Y'all people got to learn to start, acting better so people will work with you to protect the things that you buy or just protect life, period, Community love is the best love, okay? You ain't got to be knocking on your front door, your neighbor's door for sugar. But guess what? If they see somebody walking around your house, they might call the police or go check it out for you, So, think about that when you move to these communities and you want to be stuck up and don't want to talk to nobody. You just want to be you when the worst can happen and nobody won't pay you no mind because you're evil, okay? Alexa will let you know that your package has arrived.
First definition is fibronectin is a high molecular weight glycoprotein of the extracellular matrix that binds to membrane-spanning receptor proteins called integrins.
She's talking right now, y'all. I got to stop saying her name. I got to learn to stop saying it when I'm on a podcast. However, she will let you know up until you stop her from letting you know that your package have arrived. Okay? So, with that being said, there's a lot of ways out here to protect yourself, people. You have to invest in yourself. That's just what it is. Granted, you might have wanted those $200 sneakers, but the ADT costs $150. Pay for the ADT, people, for your safety. Pay for the CPI. Pay for whatever is needed to protect you and your children. It's not just about you. It's about your children as well. So you have to protect yourself. Invest in yourself. This is what it's about. Loving you. I'm not faulting these parents for their children dying. I'm faulting America for not pushing the knowledge out there harder. But then it takes people like us to help them put that information out there to help these people protect themselves. And to tell them stories about what we've been through so they won't go through it themselves. Sometimes a story can prevent another story with just knowledge, And that's what Private Friend Incorporated is here. Whatever we can do in the communities financially, we continue to give knowledge to help, okay? To help those that may not have the knowledge, may never taught the knowledge, may lived in a world of their own, and now they're waking up and want to understand what's really going on out here. And this is what we do. We do this on a daily basis. We give knowledge. We give knowledge through our music. We give knowledge through, we go out in the communities. And see, that's one thing about Private Friend Incorporated, guys. We are community-based. And when I say that, we go out into the community, whether it's in the ghetto or the suburbs. We are in these communities, walking these communities, learning these communities, and seeing what is physically going on in these communities to help these people so kids won't be harmed. I have a big thing when it comes to children, guys, big thing because of what I've been through. Okay, I'm scarred. Oh, well, y'all got to deal with it. But my scarring is to help me protect other children, okay? And even elderlies, because they've been through some things that I've seen as well, So call me crazy, call me scarred, overprotective, whatever y'all want to call me. But it's going to save another life. Okay? I have to tell y'all the things that I've been through. They say, oh, you shouldn't be talking your business, blah, 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 blah. I own a business, and my business is to talk my business and give it to the world so they will understand why I'm who I am and why I'm so different. This is why. And why I help others. Because they don't have the knowledge to help themselves. So it's our job, the ones that's been through something, to give that knowledge out to others so they can do it better. Okay? Now, I teach, like I said, I teach through my books, I teach through my music, and I teach on these podcasts. I teach on Facebook. Okay? I teach when I go out into the communities and I talk to these kids and I talk to these people. Okay? This is what I do on a daily basis. Every single day of my life is dedicated to showing someone a better way to live, to make their self safe. And it's a hard job, y'all. This is the hardest job I ever done in my life because I can't get away from it. Because every day I run into somebody that's been through something. And I don't, certain topics I can't talk on, and like one of them is being an addict. Only thing I've been an addict of is cigarettes and sugar. Because I love sugar, I love cookies. Everybody has their addiction, and it's hard, it's really hard to talk about certain addictions because everybody go through their addictions differently. However, when it comes to drugs, I can't touch base on that. And I'm still looking for someone to touch base on that for me, for you guys, because there's a lot of people out here that's struggling from addiction and just need that extra support. And sometimes it could just be listening to a podcast, but I can't give y'all that because, like I said, my addictions is potato chips. I'm going through this potato chip thing and I got to pull back from it. But this podcast is not about me eating. It's about the safety of these children and some of these elderly people as well. Excuse me. It just bothers me so much. A couple of months ago, was it September or the beginning of October? There was an elderly man that was killed by a young teenager. He was living alone, Army vet. I wanted to touch base then about these home invasions, and that happened in Detroit. And then this young boy, this happened in Florida. So it's everywhere, y'all. It's not, if you move to Florida, you move it to the home invasion state. Or if you move to over here, you move it to the gun state. No, it happens everywhere. Okay, so everybody needs to get prepared. I've created Private Friend Incorporated to help those that's less unfortunate. And it's not all about money, okay? Some is less unfortunate with knowledge, okay? Because they're in a box and they don't get to know what's going on out in the real world. There's people out here with billions and billions of dollars that don't know what's going on in the real world, okay? And can possibly care less until it happens to them. So, with that being said, We're designed to be each and every one of y'all's private friend, meaning to give y'all knowledge, funding if needed. And see, I can't continue to make money and keep giving it to the communities because it hurts my family. So this is where companies like Amazon comes in to say, hey, we're going to help Private Friend Incorporated continue to do what she does. You know, and I have a crew of people that help and volunteer, but they can't always volunteer because they have jobs and families to take care of as well. You know, so sometimes I have to compensate them as well to come out and help me give, say, food or knowledge or whatever we do and take the kids on events, you know, for those that parents that really just can't afford it because they paying bills. Every dollar is going to the bills, you know. So that's what we're here for. And we're asking, when you go onto Amazon and Amazon says choose a charity of your choice, think about Private Friend Incorporated, because we are physically in these communities every day. Every day we walk out into these communities and we live these lives with these people. So we know what they're going through and we know the help that they need. You know, I know because I put thousands, hundreds of thousands, no, I'm not going to say hundreds of thousands, but thousands and thousands of dollars into these communities. And I can't continue to do it by myself. I can't, because I'm breaking my people. I'm hurting my family. So I need the help of everyone possible to help me help them. And that helps you stay safe. Because when they don't get what they need, they're going to go and get it. And that's where robberies and home invasions and everything else come into play. And we want to stop this. We want to protect the children. We want to protect the elderly, not harm them. So if it takes for me to pull $10 out my pocket, and that could be my last $10 to keep some old man from getting robbed, or old woman from getting robbed, or some child being abused because their parents are sick because they want drugs or whatever the case may be, I give it to them. Because it could be saving somebody's life. Nobody's saying you gotta, and this is the other thing. Now, people will be on the streets and they be asking for money, and that's becoming unsafe. Okay? So, what we're doing now is the organizations are going to open up their doors. And see, I don't even have an office yet. And I'm so thankful that Amazon is helping me, because I need to have an office where people can come and I can close them doors if need be, if people are coming acting crazy. You know, where we can give them food. You know, I still give them food, but I need a steady office where people can come in, walk in and say, hey, I need to eat. I'm hungry. My kids are hungry. Please don't make me go in the store and rob and get a criminal case because my kids are at home waiting for me. If I go rob the store and get caught, I'm going to go to jail and my kids are still going to be hungry. This is the reality in the communities. Okay? So this is where we come to play. To help these people. So they won't hurt their children or even hurt you. I've watched a guy walk in a store, and I tell you no lie, grabbed a gallon of milk, walked straight out and went in his car, and there was nothing nobody can do about it. For one, everybody was afraid because he was just that bold to say, my family need milk and I'm coming to get it. So this stuff is real out here, people. And I'm trying to tell y'all, I would rather him walk up to my community office and say, ma'am, I need some milk. And I can give him a voucher and say, here, go get you a gallon of milk. Don't go to jail behind a gallon of milk. It's real. So I'm asking y'all to consider, when you shopping with Amazon, consider Private Friend Incorporated, because we're really out here in these communities really doing this work. And I'm not knocking no other nonprofit. I'm not. But I know what we do. Okay? I know what we're capable of in these communities and what we've done so far. So this is why I asked y'all to choose Private Friend Incorporated. And Amazon is not asking you to give them money to give to us. Amazon is telling you, if you purchase this amount of stuff, we're going to donate this percentage to this nonprofit or this charity to help. Okay? So all you have to do is put the name of the charity that you want. This is the other thing Amazon has created for the less than fortunate. People with EPT cards, they are now able to get discounts on Prime shipping. Okay? You have to pay a small fee, smaller than the regular one fee is. And people, don't look down on people with EBT cards. Not everybody's on welfare. Some people work and still get food stamps. And it benefits them because they can get on programs like Amazon has and other companies may have to help the people that's a little bit less unfortunate and can't pay full price. But they still got to shop. Because you still need, and see, that's the thing about Amazon. Amazon has everything. And they try to get it to you sometime less than 24 hours. I've ordered something from Amazon at 11 something at night, and I got it at 7 that morning. So, who should you love? That's the best mail ordering I've ever dealt with. So wake up in the morning, all I do is go to bed, and I woke up and my package was at my door. Gotta love it. So this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Amazon is going to be around for a long, long time. And they're getting into so much with these communities because they have studied what's going on out here for their consumers, their customers. And they're trying to make the customer happy. Amazon don't even take the money out your account until your product is getting ready to ship. With most of these companies, they want that money right away. As soon as you hit that button, that money come out your account. Until your items are ready to ship and they know that they got your product, that's when they're coming to get that money. So you got to appreciate them for what they do. You know, they think about the customer. And I'm glad to be a part of them. I'm so happy. You know, it's a blessing. You know? They sponsor me, I sponsor them. Just like I'm sponsoring them right now. And I put their logos everywhere because they're a good company. You know? I've been asking Walmart. Now, these same people in the communities in Walmart, I have to say this, and y'all know I keep it real, and y'all may hate me after this, but it doesn't matter because y'all don't care about y'all communities for real. You know, I've been asking y'all 2 Christmases in a row to help me help these people right in y'all communities. Y'all claim it's got to be 3 miles from where you're stationed, and I haven't gotten help yet. So when y'all stores get robbed this year, people stealing up everything, don't say why. Don't say why y'all numbers are going down. Because I've been asking y'all to help. These people out here is poor, but they come and buy food from y'all. They come and buy laundry detergent. They come and buy all this stuff from y'all. And y'all can't give a nonprofit money to help these same people. It's okay. Because Amazon going to help us with that. So that's where I'm sending all the shoppers now. To Amazon. And I'm sorry to be so mean, but this is what y'all did to yourselves. There's people that's really out here working in these communities, and y'all not paying attention. So with that being said, I have to move on. And I might show y'all some love every now and again, but Amazon is getting almost everything I need. So, it's your choice, your world, and that's just the way it is today in time. And it's not that I'm making a choice. I have to go with those that's helping me. See, that's the way you do love. You know what I mean? You love those that love you. That's the way love works. And I see a lot of these companies don't want to do that. I want to give a big shout out to Bath and Body Works. I love you guys. Y'all love me. And we will continue to work together. Amazon, love you guys. We will continue to work together. And any other companies that's been loving me to the fullest. PYT. And it's probably a couple of others that I forgot about. They just ain't loving me enough for me to remember. But they're loving me. But this love goes out to y'all. I also want to give a shout out to Shot of the Yeagers, because they have purchased their new home. And this is a YouTuber. I do want to say this before my podcast cut off. This is a YouTuber family. And they recently just bought them a home. And they had it built. And in their home, they built a safety room. Okay? For things like home invasions. Okay? So I want to give a shout out to them for teaching and securing their families. I watch the YouTubers, and I also want to be a YouTuber. I watch the YouTubers because some of them teach, and some of them don't. Some of them you just watch them just to see the drama, but some of them, they really teach what's really going on. Some of them don't worry about going out buying all the fancy clothes and all the sneakers and all that. Some of them really think about the safety of their children. And shout out to Yeagers, y'all are those people, and I love y'all. I will continue to watch, continue to do what y'all do. And y'all guys, y'all check them out on YouTube. Shout out to Yeagers. They are a very nice family. They love their children. They do pranks. They do all kind of things. But I have to show them major love because of that escape room, just in case something happens. Okay? So, this concludes the end of my podcast, y'all. This is Jacqueline Richardson, Miss JJ Diamond. Y'all make sure y'all go check me out on all platforms. My music is on all platforms now. Y'all check me out. Y'all check out Nate Heights, Egypt Carter. We are on all platforms now. Private Friend Incorporated, Miss JJ Entertainment, Jackie, Deja. This is all the names y'all call me. And I am out. Have a wonderful day.